Siddhant Chauhan and I'm a photography contestant. So this is my first pic and it is inspired by not shaking hand during this pandemic. Because हमें पता नहीं है कि सामने वाला कहाँ से आ गया है और क्या छू के आया है. So it is not safe to shake hand. Instead of shaking hand, we can just say namaste. So namaste is the new hello. So this is my second pic highlighting the importance of the mask. Nowadays, it is not safe to go outside without a mask. So wear mask and be safe. Whenever we go to any social gathering or meeting a friend, it looks little rude not to shake hand. It may harm the emotion of other person. So instead of doing that, we can just shake hand wearing gloves. So it would be a lot more safe. So these are my last two pics. It is not related to pandemic, but taken during the pandemic. These are my most random clicks that turned out to be so good and I just love it.
Hello, this is Parthavitin Datta. I participated for photography and my theme is World Beyond Pandemic. So my photo collection name is 2 Experts of Pandemic. On first photo we can see that some people are burning masks and they are quite happy thinking that the pandemic is almost decreased and the vaccines are discovered. But we can see that the air produced by the burn masks can create pollution and even a person in that is quite uncomfortable to breathe in. This situation predicts that this negligence will result to pollution in future. On a second picture we can see that the children in slums are provided with the biscuits, but a kid on that is quite confused between the dusted masks and the biscuit. Both are required for his help, but he is confused. If the kid present on slums would not be given guidance, mentored or made literate, one day they will grow up into such an adult and will create the same situation which the adult in the first pictures are doing.
Maybe it is the first time in history that the world is united by a virus. We all had to shut behind the closed doors. In this pandemic time, I discovered that the beauty of life which I never knew existed. I happened to see many things that I had not noticed before. I love to help my mother cook in the kitchen. I had realized that we could see a rainbow in the kitchen. When my mother was making a herbal oil, I noticed the 3 green shades. I tried to catch the picture, shades of green in my picture, leaf in the oil. My mother's dates pickle was very pretty against the white background. I added a bright green as a background. The pandemic times helped me bring the colors to my life. It gave me a chance to not to stick to my gadgets. I have named my pictures Corona, Life and Colors. I submit my pictures to all those people who's trying to find a ray of hope in this pandemic time.
Hello guys, I'm Rohit, participating in the photography event. Meraki 2020. So I'll be explaining all the pictures that I've taken for this event. So the theme I've taken is accepted but not loved. We do hear a lot about nature, unique range is known for a lot of its beauties as well, but do we take back anything from it? The first picture, hibiscus. The hibiscus describes about adversities are common in everyone, and we must stand against it to face it, and then we can bloom like it. The second picture describes the second picture is the sun, which gives us the path, gives us the light to our road to success. It also teaches us that we are mortal species, and we do and we will encounter our last breath someday or the other, and hence we must relish every single moment of it. The third picture describes the nature is always always a guiding hand. It always provides us a pathway to success. It keeps us relaxed. It helps everywhere. Thank you.
Happy morning everyone, I'm Avni Bachavit from class 8. My theme for this competition is breath of fresh air. Nature always seems to talk to us as if she has some great secret to share. Everything in this world manifests into a variety of meanings due to the variety of perspectives, and these pictures reflect me as a breath of fresh air in their own language. A breath of fresh air can be a freshly leafed out plant which sparkles in all glory under the sun, but at the same time, a breath of fresh air can also mean the flower filling itself with the warmth, mist, and the essence of life that every dawn brings with it. In an interesting perspective of the theme stands the third picture. As humans, we lower our masks and face cover in the pandemic for a breath of fresh air, but ironically pluck flowers and use plastic, suffocating our planet and Mother Nature. And that's how I manifest the simple theme of breath of fresh air from the beloved clips of mine. Signing off, I hoping that we embrace the fact of different perspectives to look at the world, because sometimes all we need is about fresh air.
Hello everyone, I am Abhishek Bhatt. I made this video for explaining 5 of the photographs taken by me for a contest of photography conducted by Ignite India Education. I generally like taking photographs of nature and wildlife, but I also sometimes take photos of food items. I have taken these 5 photos using my MI-A3 mobile camera. This is my first photograph of strawberry ice cream decorated wonderfully. Then comes the second. This is the second photo which I had taken during the sunset when I had gone to Delhi. And now comes the third. This is a photograph of my cute dog, Jack. He was just 38 days when I had taken this photo. And now the fourth photo. This is the photo of a flower on which dewdrops are settled in the morning. Doesn't this look wonderful? In this photo you can see the water drops very clearly and wonderfully. And then comes the last photograph in which a huge mango tree is visible with small saplings of maize and beautifully aligned clouds. And now we come to an end of the video. These are my photographs which are taken by me for this contest. Thank you and Merry Christmas.
Hello everyone, I'm Bhuvana J of grade 10, participating in the photography event of Miraki 2020. I've submitted 4 images for the competition. The first image is about the Asiatic elephant. They are the continent's largest terrestrial mammals. They play a very important role in the country's culture and religion, but these species are endangered right now. This image was clicked in Kabini's Nagarhole Tiger Reserve, Karnataka. The second image is about the chital deer or the axis deer. This was also spotted in the Kabini's Nagarhole Tiger Reserve. The second image is about the Coorg yellow bush frog. that is mainly found in Coorg of Kodagu district. The second image is about the Rhacophorus lateralis and is an endangered frog species that is very hardly found these days. Thank you, everyone.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Sheetal Day from Justice Public School, and I have chosen photography with the theme Flowers, a different perspective. Well, flowers, they add joy and beauty to this earth. Now, the reason behind choosing theme flowers was because they add pleasure and joy to us with just one glance to them. Any flower, and then you look up to them, and then you're happy. Well, it's time, these tough times like this pandemic, that we get to know that even a simple flower can give us an immense ray of hope that we too will blossom out better and colorful in the near future. Well, I've chosen 3 flowers, that is dahlia, hibiscus and lantana. They have, the reason behind photographing these were the amazing color combination and the timing of the day too, that is during the afternoon, because you get that strong beam of sunlight, and which makes my photos look even more better. So the first one, which is the dahlia, it's my favorite out of the 3 because it's got this amazing pop of magenta color, and then combined with the ray of sunlight, it makes it even more better and shinier. Then comes the hibiscus, which got this amazing rosy color, and you just can feel the freshness and softness with just a glance, and that makes you believe that yeah, things will get better and colorful too. While coming to the lantana, the favorite part of this photo is of course the color combination of green and lavender, which makes it even more better. And it's a small flower, if you can see, and that is the thing, small things have a better and greater impact on us. So yep, that was my reason for photographing flowers, because it's pandemic and these all pictures can be clicked, you know, just at your house, because they grow in your gardens, and you hardly need a phone and little talent to click the pictures. And of course, photography does help us get through the tough times easier, happier, and with a ray of hope, just like the ray of sunlight through my dahlia flower. So I hope these photographs retreat to your eyes. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mahesh and I am currently going to tell photography. Photography is mostly about light and some subject. So this is the pic I captured in my phone. The reason I clicked this image because I like colorful things, as this lamp which is so colorful and has amazing pattern on it. Then the main concept of the image is color theory. As most of them know, color theory is the technique of combining specific colors in a way that are harmonious, or in other words, just look great together. And that is the theory I used it in my photography. I use colors to evoke emotions, like in this image. Red, the color of passion and excitement, and yellow shows the color of happiness and energy that perfectly sums up this joyful color, like those of the other colors. The settings of the phone camera while clicking this image were ISO 200, autofocus, shutter speed 1/60. Thank you. Hello, my name is Mahesh and I am currently going to tell photography. Photography is mostly about light and some subject. So this is the pic I captured in my phone. The reason I clicked this image because I like colorful things, as this lamp which is so colorful and has amazing pattern on it. Then the main concept of the image is color theory. As most of them know, color theory is the technique of combining specific colors in a way that are harmonious, or in other words, just look great together. And that is the theory I used it in my photography. I use colors to evoke emotions like in this image. Red, the color of passion and excitement, and yellow shows the color of happiness and energy that perfectly sums up this joyful color like those of the other colors. The settings of the phone camera while clicking this image were ISO 200, autofocus, shutter speed 1/60. Thank you.
The concept of my photograph one is of a bunch of quotes that are in the backdrop and there's a flower in the focus. So this image was taken when I went out of the house after many months on a small trip to a place, a very open place where we can just walk around, and that's where I took this picture. And the second one also was taken on this trip, and it was just a cloudy day with lots of grass around, so I took that picture there. And the third one is just a lamp at my house, and these pictures are pretty simple, but I thought they are very beautiful and I wanted to share them with everybody.
Hi, my name is Disha and I've taken part in the photography event. So the idea of taking photos came from being stuck in the pandemic and being locked down in the house. So I decided to utilize my time properly and try to do the things which interest me. Photography has always been a really important thing for me and I've always loved photography. So I decided to take the pictures of the things around me, and I could not find a better place than my terrace. So I have trees, and I also realized that there are birds which come and sit on these trees. So I tried capturing as much as I could, and I'm really happy with the things that I've captured. The picture of the bird that we see is a bird that came and sat at night. So I took out my camera and immediately tried to capture it. The pictures of the flowers that we see are the flowers which have been grown on my terrace, and I really like to take care of my plants. And the pictures of the leaves are the ones which I've taken, and it really inspired me the way the leaves are. So this is how I got the idea of clicking these pictures. I hope you guys like it too.
Hello, my name is Venya Mishra, and the photograph I've submitted. Through that, I want everyone to know that this flower is really tiny in real life, and goes unnoticed by most of the people due to its size. But still, it continues to grow and blossoms beautifully. This thing also implies to our pandemic situation that we have all lost a lot of things in our life some way or the other, but we should continue our life in an optimistic way rather than losing hope, and we should look forward to a better future.
Myself, Amrita Binod here to explain my photograph. Saying sustainability, we often forget about the other organisms like birds, which are also getting affected due to the high radiations. Birds are very important for dispersion of seeds, for the continuity of plants. They are also important for shaping the plant life. So I would recommend that we need to take an intense care about even the birds to maintain ecological balance. Thank you.
This is the explanation of my first photograph that I've submitted. I've titled it as Self Help. Through my lenses, this picture in a way depicts the famous saying, "A man may well bring a horse to water, but he cannot make it drink without its will." No matter how much people try to help you, you have to give light to your own darkness. Basically, we have to be self-aware in order to be in a better chapter of our lives. This is what I wanted to depict when I lit up the candles in the photograph, and in return, it illuminated the planters.
The biggest problem Indian youth faced, I felt, was a lack of clarity of vision, a lack of direction. It was then that I decided to write about the circumstances and people who made me what I am today. The idea was not merely to pay tribute to some individuals or highlight certain aspects of my life. What I wanted to say was that no one, however poor, underprivileged or small, need feel disheartened about life. Problems are a part of life. Suffering is the essence of success. As someone said, God has not promised skies always blue, flower-strewn pathways all our life through. God has not promised sun without rain, joy without sorrow, peace without pain. I will not be presumptuous enough to say that my life can be a role model for anybody. But some poor child living in an obscure place, in an underprivileged social setting, may find a little solace in the way my destiny has been shaped. It could perhaps help such children liberate themselves from the bondage of their illusory backwardness and hopelessness. Irrespective of where they are right now, they should be aware that God is with them. And when He is with them, who can be against them? Let the latent fire in the heart of every Indian acquire wings, and the glory of this great country light up the sky.
I salute the flag, it makes me proud. I'm an Indian, it says out loud. I salute my flag, it makes me proud. I'm an Indian, it says out loud. Green, white colors, I hold my flag, saffron, white and green make me glad. Green, white colors, I hold my flag, saffron, white and green make me glad.